Good evening. Welcome to Injustice Investigations. I thank you all for tuning in to tonight's show. Please forgive me for being late, but we were dealing with some issues pertaining to tonight's show. So I ask for your sincere forgiveness for that. Good evening, Mr. Mike Webbs. I see you, my good friend. Phyllis Lane, I see you. Thank you all for tuning in to tonight's show. Again, we're continuing our coverage of 4-year-old Maleah Davis from out of Houston, Texas, whose body was found a few days ago in Arkansas. So we're continuing our coverage on that, and some things has happened within the last 24 hours, and we were in limbo as to whether or not we was going to do tonight's show. I see Atlanta, Georgia is in the house, a place I want to live. I see the bishop is in the house this evening. Good evening, Bishop. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't let me cuss in the bishop's on my show tonight. Please, Jesus, please, anoint me. Before we get off into tonight's show, and I'm waiting on my guests to pop up as well, I want to say a few things. Number one, for all of you who support me, from my heart to yours, I thank you. When you hear me say the name Eddie Mae's boy, that's my mother. And my mother passed September 23rd, 1992. So everything I do pertaining to this show and any show is a dedication to her, which simply means I won't tolerate foolishness. I diligently try to make sure this is a fact-based show. If I'm going to offer my opinion, I'm going to tell you this is my opinion, and my opinion is not a fact, and I'm not trying to pass my opinion off as a fact. This is my opinion only. And I've done that several times. If we get it wrong, because sometimes we do, if I'm bold enough to present it to you, then I'm bold enough to come back and tell you I got it wrong, ask for your forgiveness, and we move on. I said some things about R. Kelly about a couple of months ago. A promoter contacted me and told me I got it wrong. Miss Jackson, why are you there and I need you here? I need you on the show, Miss Jackson. On the show, Miss Jackson. You're in the wrong spot. You're in the wrong spot. I've accepted your request. I need you here. Oh, wait a minute. This might be you here. Hold up. Oh, this is her here? Okay. I think this is her coming in, I think. Thank you for tuning in. So when the promoter contacted me and told me that I had gotten some things wrong, what I was saying about R. Kelly, he sent an email. He sent his number. But good evening, Burks from Chicago. And I called him, and we had a lovely conversation. Lasted for a little over an hour there. A couple of weeks later, I made a public apology to R. Kelly. We got it wrong. As simple as that. Things happen. But we don't get it wrong and don't say anything about it. I think Ms. Jackson is trying to come in and say it's ad, and it's taking a while. But I'm man enough to tell you that we got it wrong. I wanted to do a show that not only would bring you the news, because anybody can bring the news, but I wanted it to be a show to where we bring the news, and we also, at the end of the show, or throughout the show, we come with ideas on how we can get things done to make things better. We don't just do stories about crime. We also do uplifting stories, to come with solutions. Okay. I don't know who that is. Miss Jackson did not come in, so I don't know what's going on with that. Miss Jackson, we accepted your friend request. Let me try something else here. Kill. It was Ki, right? Kiac. Okay, I just sent Miss Jackson her invite again, so hopefully she will tune in and stuff. And we're going to get to the show, but it's something that we must clear up first. Anyway, I believe in life that most people will believe a lie before they believe the truth, and simply because they have their reasons. We'll believe the bad before we believe the good. Mom used to always say, bad news will always beat you home. Good news, you have to go and pull it out. The case about 4-year-old Maleah Davis from out of Houston, Texas, is a very serious case. It is a case that almost has the world at a standstill. Kids have been killed before. This is nothing new. But it is something about 4-year-old Maleah Davis from out of Houston, Texas, that has got all of us paying attention to this. Who's to blame? Who should go to jail? Why did this happen? And how did it happen? But as far as why it happened, there's nothing Maleah could have done to deserve being into a life of hell for 4 years. The minute Maleah Davis was born, she was marked for death. The people who are supposed to be protecting her, loving her, looking out for her, keeping her from stranger danger, were all them people themselves. Try my other page. I just sent the other request, Miss Jackson, on the KIA page. I just invited you to it. I sent you the invite. And so this time, stranger danger was in Maleah Davis' apartment. If you have not been touched by this story, then you have to be a body without a soul. This little girl has had me crying many a night. I've never seen her. I don't know how she feels, don't know how she smells. But Maleah Davis has gotten all of our undivided attention. And through her tragic end, good evening, Miss Jackson. She has finally came in. Can you hear me, Miss Jackson? Okay, good. I'm glad you're here.
Good evening.
Okay. Maleah, through everything that she went through, and God up in heaven knows, I hate she had to go through any of it. But through all that she went through, we've learned a lot. And if I had to pick one thing that we learned from the death, the tragic death, the diabolical death of 4-year-old Maleah Davis, it would be that love still exists. With so much hatred going on now and racism, and everybody's at one another's throat. They got killings on the rise here, killing on the rise there. But Maleah, through her death, those that had conjured in their mind that love is gone, she reassured us that love has not left. Love is still here. Because we got people from all over the world that are paying attention to this little girl's case. My mailbox, my mailbox is full. Emails continue to come from people I've never heard of. All over the world, not just in the United States, in other countries are following this story right here. Maleah Davis. And one thing I don't want to ever do is to do a one-sided show about anything. I want to tell the truth. And if I'm not sure about something, I tell you, I haven't proven this, but blase, blase, blase. No parent, no family should ever have to experience anything like this in their life. A 4-year-old girl. If you don't feed a child, they don't eat. If you don't clothe them, they're naked. If you don't shelter them, they're homeless, or they'll go from house to house. So whatever you tell a child, right? the child believes. Good evening, Langley. Uh, because you are that child's lifeline. When they flip that switch, they don't know anything about an electric bill. When they cut the water on, all they know is it's supposed to come out. A child trusts so easy. Whether it's right or wrong, a child trusts. I have been covering this story from day one, and I do extensive research before I open my mouth. I never want to lie to you, but if I ever get it wrong or you think I have it wrong, my number's out there, my email address is out there. Get my attention. I'm still teachable, and I will answer it. It may be a few days, but I will answer it. I promise you that. I never want to accuse somebody of something that they haven't done. I'll get good for five months straight. The reviews have been wonderful. My ratings have went up. It's a proven fact. More and more people are turning to injustice investigations for their reliable source when it comes to news. We don't do third-hand information. We don't do Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike hearsay. We don't do that. We have our sources that we go to. A lady said this evening, I just read it. First of all, before you come at me wrong, before you come at me super stupid, before you come to me trying to express or show off your intelligence, make sure you know what the fuck you're talking about. Because I've been doing this for decades. When you come to me, come right, or I will embarrass your ass through social media. I can't pronounce your damn name. Cynthia, what's her name? Spiros or something? Okay, whatever your name is. Spiros, last name Kontominas. Let me tell you one damn thing. Your parents must be so proud of you. When you quote me, I want you to quote me right. I never said one time Darian Vince molested any damn body. When you hear me speak, I'm telling you what's been said. And I'm the first somebody to tell your ass, allegedly, 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 allegedly. Somebody says Alphonso Scott blocked her. Oh, I'm a blocker, but I wanted her to hear this tonight. She will be blocked, but I wanted to put her on blast tonight. But I couldn't block her because she couldn't hear it. I hope she's watching. When we talk about R. Kelly, they're not victims. They're alleged victims, which means nothing has been proven yet. Just because someone has been accused of a crime does not necessarily mean that he or she has committed that crime. They have simply been accused of it, and that's all. So when you come to me, make sure you come right, or I will embarrass your ass through social media. So don't ever say that I said Darian Vince molested anybody. Most people listen to respond. They don't listen to hear. But you're fucking with the wrong one. I know my shit. I'm not saying I can't get it wrong, because I do. But before you come to me, know what you're doing and know who you're talking to. Because I do my homework. Now, if you want to tell my life story, I don't give a damn about you telling my story. Just make sure you're telling my story, not your version of my story. And if I said something, quote me as I said it. Don't add nothing and don't take nothing away. It's as simple as that. Today, last night, I received some emails concerning Miss Jackson. I received some phone calls today concerning Miss Jackson. And let me tell you something. I spoke with Miss Jackson about these. I don't care what you tell me about somebody. I'm going to listen. And I will promise you that what you're telling me, I'm going to look into it. I'm going to do it. That's my job. I have to. If you bring something to my attention and I don't look into it, then I'm wrong because you brought it to my attention. But then after I look into it, it's up to me how I handle the situation. I'm not going to go into what was said about Miss Jackson. I spoke with a couple of people over the phone, and I appreciate what they told me, and I listened to them. And I told them we would probably cancel tonight's show. I spoke with Miss Jackson. I have to let Miss Jackson speak. And we spoke. So here's what we're doing. I'm going ahead with tonight's show. And we'll deal with what was said to me later. But here's what I don't agree with. I don't agree with people doing background checks on people and putting their information out through social media just because they got the power to do it, or because they're upset, or because they're ignorant, or because they don't like anybody. Everybody's got a pass. Everybody's got a pass. Everybody has done something that they don't want the next person sitting to them to fucking know about. So if I pulled you up and I put you out there, you wouldn't like that shit. I think that's wrong. I think that's evil. And you get no points for that. If you all want to pull up anything on any damn body, won't you get your asses to your damn computers and pull up Brittany Bowens? Pull up her goddamn. Pull up her history. That's what you do. I respect Miss Jackson. I've looked into some things, and I know what I need to do. And I spoke with Miss Jackson. And after I spoke with her, I said, "You're gonna be ready at 7 o'clock." It's simple as that. It's simple. Just because you tell me something doesn't mean I'm gonna run with it. Going to look into what you say, and you should respect me for doing that. Because if I go off what you say alone, then I'm super stupid. Then I believe every damn thing somebody come and tell me, and I can't do that. I never do a one-sided show. If you call me and say anything about anybody, I'm going to look at what you say, but I'm also going to inform them of what was said about them. And I think that's fair. But putting somebody's history out there, I think that's bullshit. I think that's tacky. I think that's elementary. I think that's immature. Especially after we have already spoken about this issue. Let us deal with it in a professional manner. Don't go through social media. That's not professional at all. That's ghetto as hell. Ghetto as hell. Now I'm through with that. Let's get to tonight's show. Hey, Miss Jackson.
How you doing?
You gonna be live to here tonight, baby. Listen, you're not gonna talk to me dry like that. That shit's not gonna fly on my show. The devil is a lie, not up in here. Let me tell you something. Do you know how many people have been calling me all day long about Miss Jackson? Miss Jackson, she gonna be on your show. And she gonna be on your show. I kind of got jealous for a minute. I'm like, yeah, she gonna be on there, but damn, it's my show. I mean, come on. I mean, email, I'm so glad. Inbox, I'm so glad. Because you speak truth. You speak with boldness, okay? And they liked it and they love you for that. And I love you for that too. And I respect you for that. And regardless to what I've been hearing, I still believe that you are the voice for Maleah. I believe that. So I told you the other night, before I interviewed you, I said, I want you to be you. Don't come on my show trying to be politically correct because I cuss. I want you to be you. When they sent me your videos, they knew one thing. He would like this. And I did. I appreciate you for what you've been doing. I appreciate you for the fact that you stepped up and you went out there and you did the balloon release without somebody calling you and asking you or telling you to do it. I have yet to see Brittany fat ass do any goddamn thing pertaining to her child. And that's her child. It's not your child. It's Brittany's child. I have yet to see that fat ass Brittany walk a goddamn block to look for her child. But you did. And you have to be given credit for that. So many times we look at the negative, or we want shit to be this way or shit to be that way. But when you call me with things, realize one thing, I'm going to listen. But I'm a very smart black man. I'm not a nigga. I'm a black man. And there's a big difference in that. I respect you, Miss Jackson. I love you, Miss Jackson. You did what others didn't do, talk about doing. You did it. You stepped up. And if we should do anything tonight, we should all say thank you, Miss Jackson, for stepping up because I don't give a fuck what nobody else said. In my mind, in my heart, you're the voice for Maleah. This 4-year-old girl is gone. We're taking the focus off Maleah Davis. The focus is off of her. Everybody's got a gimmick over here and got a gimmick over there. Everybody's trying to collect the fuck. But then some people have a genuine concern. And I believe you have that genuine concern. And even with a couple of people that spoke with you today, you know what they said about you? They said, I don't think she intentionally done anything wrong. And I have to agree with it. I have to agree with it. Now, you raised hell the last time you was here. If you're not going to raise hell tonight, we're going to go ahead and end this video because I want you to be you. I want you to be you. Now, when you came on it, you went off. When you bring Cynthia up front to come and sit and watch you, you doing your shit. She came up front and she's never done that. Never done that. And she's watching you because what you're saying is making sense. You're the truth. They've been talking about you all day. I'm on somebody's live feed about an hour ago, and that they're showing the video that you and I did together. And I don't know why they was doing it yet, but I was glad they was doing it. But while they was doing it, the comments was coming up. And here's what they were saying. She's going to be on Alphonso show tonight. So they didn't give a damn what was going on. It's all about you. And we love you and we respect you because you speak with such boldness, okay? Now you ready to do this? Now somebody says, thank you,
I'm ready.
Marie. April Quinn, because she's guilty. I'm going to tell you something, April Quinn, right now. Get your ass off my live feed. I don't have time for that negativity, okay? If anybody's guilty, it's Brittany's Boris fat ass for letting this happen to her child and orchestrating it. So if you can come on my goddamn page, let me tell you something. If you come on my page, that's bullshit. Get your ass off my page now before I embarrass your goddamn ass. I don't know if you're black, white, young, or old, but get your ass off my fucking live feed with that bullshit, okay? If you got something negative to say it to your goddamn self. You're probably a person of self-made misery. We're talking about Maleah Davis. This is not nothing personal. This is Maleah Davis. Get your ass off my feed, you stupid ass. Good evening, Miss Jackson. That shit pissed me off. I'm serious. I don't got time for that fucking bullshit. Get your ass off my feet, dumbass. What's going on,
Good
girl?
evening.
Somebody said you was the female version of me.
I believe that.
I'm glad you're here.
I really do.
I'm glad you're here. I am. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Miss Ferris says disregard. Miss Ferris says to disregard the negativity. I will, but I had to get her then. I had to get her because she's been doing that shit all fucking day on my page. Get off my page with that fucking bullshit. We can let somebody else.
I'm gonna start the live.
Ma'am.
I'm gonna start off like this.
Come on.
Hashtag Team Maleah.
Amen.
I'm gonna say it again.
That's it.
Hashtag Team Maleah. I did get a little down and out, but I went to the doctor yesterday. The doctor said, Miss Jackson, your blood pressure is good. All your signs are good, but your equalized balance, that's the seizure medicine's a little low. So I took my seizure medicine last night, and I feel good. I might seem down, but I'm good. Trust me, I am. Because I'm ready to fight this fight. I can give a damn what the next bitch say about me. Because I'm going to keep walking this walk. I'm going to keep talking this talk. You can keep on blocking my lives. I don't give a damn what you do. I'm going to make sure Maleah get justice. So like I say, Brittany and Jeanette, you can kiss my natural ass. Because I'm going to do what I got to do. I never knew Maleah, never touched Maleah, but I'd be damned if this case go cold. I promise you that. So the world can believe what the fuck they want to believe. I don't give a damn. Because I don't sleep with the world at night. I sleep with one man at night. So I don't give a damn. One man pay my bills. One man makes me and my kids give. So I don't give a fuck about what they say. Like I told anybody, goddamn right I got a motherfucking background. I did what I had to do for me and my kids. When I didn't have nobody else. So, and like I said, what's done to dog gonna come to light. Because all you motherfuckers got a background, you done did something. So I don't give a damn. But I'm going to keep on keeping on. I don't give a damn. I end up in a hospital with this. Trust me. I'm going to get what I'm going for. And it's Maleah. I don't give a damn about Brittany. I want her ass in jail. Yes, I do. I want Jeanette, big bad ass, built ass in jail. DB brother, I want all them motherfuckers in jail. I promise you I do. Really, I'm not gonna say what I really want to happen to him, but I really want something bad because this is not right. I looked at a little girl today, 4 years old in the store, and you should have seen this little baby. I'm like, hell, could you do, how the hell could you do a baby like this? All day long, I'm getting private calls. I'm not changing my goddamn number for no motherfucking body. I pay this phone bill.
That's it.
So keep calling private, doing whatever the fuck. I'm a
Right.
fat bitch. Like I tell people, I'm on national live. Let me tell you something, sir. I had a seizure and knocked all my teeth out the top. I don't have no fucking teeth at the top, but that shit don't stop nothing. So fuck these bitches. I'm fat, I'm black, whatever you want to call it. Bitch, Team Maleah all day until the day I die, bitch. So it don't matter.
That's it.
What's
Right.
next?
And listen, when I started doing radio years ago, the first thing I did, because I know people like to dig, I told them my background. I have a history. I have a criminal history. I've done some things. I haven't always done right, but I haven't always done wrong either. But people who are, I call people of self-made misery. Anything that they can do to build their self-esteem up, they will do it to try and tear someone down. If when people can't beat you on the issues at hand, the issues that you speak on, the next tactic is to attack your character.
Right.
And that's what they so often do. We don't want to lose focus. The focus here is to find out, how did a 4-year-old child end up into the hands of evil? How did a 4-year-old child that at the age of 3 was taken away by CPS because of brain injuries, but only taken away for a few months, and then an order was signed by Judge Lopez to return the child to her killers? Her killers. How could you do that? That's my fight now. People are asking, when will Brittany be arrested? I don't know when she's going to be arrested. I'm sure she's going to be arrested, but what we have to realize is that if the body was dismembered and then a tractor ran over the body, then it's going to be somewhat difficult, if next to impossible, to figure out how she died, how she was killed, or what happened to her. Now, with that being said, it will be a hard case to prosecute, but they will prosecute. They will do that. Only, somebody said only for a few months and stuff. Only if they confess to it, or whoever did something would confess, then it makes it a little easier. Our focus right now, black, white, young, and old, should not be on bullshit. Our focus should be on Maleah Davis, and to make sure that CPS never get it wrong again, to make sure that Judge Gloria Lopez is off of that damn bench. She shouldn't be sitting in civil court. This is not a do-over. You wasn't there 30 days, you signed an order to send Maleah back, and Maleah's dead. Maleah's dead. I never once said Darion Vince killed any or molested anybody. Brittany Bourne said that through Malcolm X with the toupee. Whenever you hear me speak, it's allegedly. But I have said this here. I just wonder why it never came up during the CPS hearings last year. And every time they would examine her body for other wounds, why they never detected that she had been molested, if that would be the case. I did say that. I did say I don't think Darion is killed. I have said that. He may have killed her. I don't know. I don't think he did. If anybody killed her, Brittany did. But Darion is a cleanup man. But little did he know she was already planning to put every damn thing on him. That's just my opinion, and that's not a fact. That's my opinion. I'm not trying to pass it off as a fact. So that's where our focus should be, on what happened to Maleah. Our focus should be, how come when you did the balloon release, Brittany wasn't there? How come when they do the candlelight visuals, Brittany never shows up? How come when the mayor, and I humbly bow to you, man, of Houston, Texas, declared June 9th, 2019, Maleah Davis Day, How come Maleah Davis' daddy showed up? How come Maleah Davis' grandmother showed up? But the one that pushed her out, the one that carried her inside her womb, was nowhere to be found. Never showed up.
Mr. Scott, hold on 1 second. Let me address this. Spyro, no disrespect to you, Mr. Scott, but I gotta tell this motherfucking ass something. He called my goddamn phone 20 motherfucking times. Something just didn't believe me to talk to him. He kept saying, well, what can I do to get him here? What can I do to get here? That motherfucker there, he's so motherfucking mad, upset at Mr. John. That man there needs some help too.
Who is he?
That man, what you saying, Mr. Scott?
Who you talking about?
Spyro, he's on here talking shit. But he's so jealous of John, the man John that did the search. He went on the motherfucking started to go since we gonna put it in the air. That son of a bitch one started a motherfucking GoFund. So they talking about money. What about the motherfucking GoFund he started? Said Crime Stoppers gave him permission. No son of a bitch, Crime Stoppers didn't give you permission to start no motherfucking GoFund. Did you tell people about that, motherfucker? Since you want to talk about some shit, you was trying to make money off Maleah, motherfucker.
Listen. Look, you know what? This shit's get out of hand. You're the gentleman. I thought it was a woman. I didn't know. I was talking about a little while ago, and you're on my feed. You asked me, tell us more about Malcolm X, Mr. Alphonso. No, I don't know what your damn name is. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. You're fucking with the right one, not the wrong one. You're fucking with the right one, okay? So I don't know if you're hiding behind a fake name, a fake page, whatever. But let me tell you something.
That's his name.
That's his name. Okay, what I'm talking about tonight.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
What I'm talking about tonight.
He's so hot at John right now because he's not in John predicament. He wanted to be John, but he was not John. He told me some shit, but I would not go back and repeat what he said. He's so fucking mad at John, but all of a sudden he was on my motherfucking page. Now him and Brittany and Jeanette just so close, and he was talking about them bitches like a dog to me. I don't like that kind of shit, Mr. Scott. That's what I said. Everybody have lost focus. It's about Maleah. Fuck Jeanette. Fuck Brittany, fuck DB. It's about this baby that needs fucking justice at the end of the day.
Okay, there was some interference coming in. And that's the whole thing. And I totally agree with you on that. So here's what we're not going to do. Because I believe in professionalism. I don't believe in bullshit, but I can go there with you. I don't have a problem with doing that. So I'm going to ask you, I think it would be best, whatever your damn name is, that you leave my live feed. That would be best because I don't want you on my show. I don't. I don't care who you are. I don't give a fuck who you know. I don't give a damn if you the mayor's son. I don't give a fuck. I think it'd be best for you if you get off of my page. Because
he talked about John. I don't have no reason to lie. John can say that good, but he talked about that man. Yes, he motherfucking did. Yes, he motherfucking did. I could screen. You know what? That's why I said all that screenshot, putting that shit on Facebook. That shit is crazy. This shit is childish. If they not about Maleah, Mr. Scott, they need to dismiss themselves. Back and forth about this and that. Why it just can't be about who killed this baby? Why it can't be like who need to get the death penalty? Why is that, Mr. Scott? Tell me that.
And I totally agree with you. That should be our sole focus right now. Maleah, it should be the sole focus. Anything else is like obsolete, you know. So if you're coming here with bullshit, then this is the wrong place to be because I'm not going to entertain it because that's going to interrupt my mission. And
yes,
my mission is to get those
no, I just seen where he put Jeanette Gus' name on here. Jeanette don't need to see nothing that I got going on. If Jeanette I'm Mr. Scott, no disrespect to you, but I feel like this. This the way I'm in. If Jeanette and Brittany want to see me, it's no problem for me to let them bitches know where I'm at. No problem, Mr. Scott. And I mean that with all my heart. Whenever the bitches want to meet me in person, I'll be goddamn ready to motherfucking meet them bitches, Mr. Scott. Don't invite her. Tell that bitch to meet me face to face. Fuck all that motherfucking Facebook talking. Meet me face to face.
Okay.
Then we'll know who the real woman is then.
Okay, let me say this to you right quick, Miss Jackson. I've been working. He's gone, whoever he is. I just blocked him. While you were talking, I was finding and putting him up, and we just blocked him. Because, I mean, this is not Jerry Springer. We're not going to do the Jerry Springer bullshit. We're dealing with serious issues. So, yeah, we can't get distracted because that's just not me. But sometimes you have to put a sapsucker in its place, and you have to do it publicly. And so the reaction is because of his action. So he has been blocked. And if he set up another page and come, he will be blocked again. And if you keep up with the bullshit, I promise you, somebody will knock on your door and be like, I didn't know that little black man had all that, get that kind of power down there shit. I'm not the one you want to fuck with. We're talking about Maleah Davis. I'm trying to find out what happened to this little girl and to make sure that we do one thing. Everybody that's listening to this feed tonight, everybody's sharing their comments with us. We have to do one thing. Just about everybody that was in Maleah Davis' life let Maleah down. Judge Lopez let her down. CPS let her down. Brittany let her down. Darion Fence let her down. I don't know much about the daddy, so I can't say that, but doctors at the hospital and others let Maleah Davis down. Now, I've made a pledge to Maleah Davis, and I think many of you have done the same. I will not let you down. I'm going to seek for the truth to come out, and then I'm going to make sure justice is served. And I'm going to be at every damn proceeding to make sure that they get it right this time. So that's my pledge to Maleah. That's why we're here tonight. Everybody else let her down. Maleah, we will not be in that group that let you down. So all the other ghetto, immature bullshit, we're not going to entertain that. You know, whatever you want to say negative about me, I can't stop you from saying that. But here's what you're not going to do. You're not going to come on my page and disrespect my guests. You're not going to do it. You're just not gonna do it, you know. And that says a lot about you too when you come on and you try to interrupt something because you're upset. You are in control of your emotions. I don't control your emotions. If you get pissed off at what I say or what we're doing, then that's your ass. You are the controller of your emotions, not us. It's simple as that. Now, do you have any idea, Miss Jackson, why Brittany wouldn't show up for this is Maleah Davis Day in Houston, Texas. Don't you think the mother should have showed up?
Repeat that again, Mr. Scott.
Don't you think Brittany should have showed up for Maleah Day in Houston, Texas?
I believe, first of all, Mr. Scott, when the fucking airplane got here, and you have to jump the goddamn gate, fuck what the judge say. The judge ain't already fucked up. Fuck what the judge say. You should have jumped that motherfucking gate. That's number one. Number two, you could have stayed 100 feet back on Sunday. And no, I did not go Sunday, Mr. Scott, because I was tired. I did a total of like 50-some shirts. I didn't ask nobody to give me nothing. The people brought their own shirts, and I pressed what's on my shirt. I did different shirts for people, and I was very tired. And I know when my body is shutting down, I know in the seizures, I can feel them. So I took me some Tylenol or something I took, and I laid down to rest and then get up to 12 o'clock. But I made it my damnness to go down there that night and see that building lit up pink.
I thought that was wonderful when I saw that. I thought that was wonderful. But you know what? Really, a lot of things touched me, and I think we spoke since then. And I was glad to see her daddy there. I shared some of his videos, but I couldn't watch it. And I'll tell you why, because I'm sensitive. And when they got to saying, Maleah, and they were saying it like, Maleah, come on, let's go. And I broke down. And when they kept saying her name, I had to cut it off. I couldn't watch it no more because that really made me cry because they were saying Maleah. And I had to cut it off there and stuff. I've done a lot of stories on kids missing and being killed, even by their own parents and stuff. But this is the first case that has ever touched me the way this one has done, and it's touched a lot of people. When we talk about stranger danger, this time the stranger danger was Brittany, the mother. Nothing she says is adding up. You can just do the math. Nothing is adding up. There's nothing about Brittany that says mother, nothing at all, you know. And I don't give a damn what you're gonna say about me. If it's my child, I'm gonna be out there on that plain land. If you are recognizing my child, you if you are dedicating a whole day in your city to my child, I'm gonna be there. I'm going to be there. But when I don't show up, everything I've been thinking, everything you've been thinking about somebody, it begins to, you're right, you're right, you're right. Because I don't want to hear the bullshit about she's feared for her life. She wasn't feared for her fucking life when she had a fat ass in TJ Maxx.
She wasn't feared for her life when she went and got that fucking tattoo.
So that's bullshit. So tell that to somebody else. The people that have been interviewing Brittany Bowens are not asking the right questions. Brittany, I know you're sitting your fat ass there watching me. I want to interview you. If I'm wrong about the shit that I've been saying about you, I promise to God, heaven backing me up, I will apologize to you on air on my fucking knees. Let me interview you. That's all I'm asking. Just one time. One time. Let me interview you. They easy. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm going hard. I'm gonna ask you the questions that they should be asking your ass. They're not doing it. They're taking it easy on you. She's bereaving my ass. She's a fucking killer. So if I'm wrong about that, Brittany, only you can set me straight. Miss Jackson can't do it. Malcolm X with the toupee, he can't tell me a goddamn thing anyway. Nobody else can do it. Only Brittany Bowens can set me straight. I would apologize to you on air, on my knees, hands up. Brittany Bowens, please give me an interview, please.
Wait, Mr. Scott, Mr. Scott.
Go ahead.
I don't want to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Apologize to the bitch for what? The bitch went on national TV and said that DV was molesting this fucking baby. So what the fuck you apologize to her for? If he molest this baby, why you didn't go to the police then, bitch?
Listen at you. Look, Miss Jackson, you got me getting invites like crazy in here. These folks want to see you. They say still coming in. Listen, here's the thing. You watch this. Darian Vince, hypothetically, we said this the other night, Miss Jackson, molested Maleah. Okay, for those that are slow, I didn't say he did. I said hypothetically. That means we're pretending, okay? It's a scenario. If he was molesting her and she said it didn't happen once, twice, it was on and on and on and on. Why didn't she say to CPS during court hearings that Darian Vince is molesting my daughter? Why didn't she pick up the phone and call 911 and said Darian Vince is molesting my daughter? Why didn't she yell loud, Darian is bathing my daughter and he molests her when he do it, and he takes her to daycare and brings her back and he molests her? Not one damn time. I don't care where you go, you cannot find no documents, no police records that said she called and said Darian Vince was molesting her child. Well, not only that, she goes 35,000 feet up in the damn air to wherever she went for the funeral, Minnesota, wherever. And Darian Vince, the predator, is left with Maleah Davis, the one that he molests over and over again. If that shit is true, then Brittany ass needs to be locked up because she didn't report it. And she has a moral responsibility as a parent to protect her child from all harm and danger. But it's hard for Brittany to have been protecting Maleah Davis from stranger danger when Brittany Bowens was a stranger danger.
Mr. Scott, I hear you. Let me block this man Spyro because I don't want my husband to be in a pen fucking with this man. Hold on, Mr. I'm listening to you, Mr. Scott. Yeah. I got two phones. Let me block this man.
Okay.
Because my husband, he playing with the right woman.
Somebody said, stand up, Brittany. Yeah, Brittany, please. Will y'all tell Brittany to give me an interview? I know some of y'all got to know out there. Give me an interview. Just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Somebody said, get him straight. I love this dude. He got so much passion.
Yeah, he playing with the right woman. He playing with the right one because I got a real motherfucking husband. I don't have a little boy. I have a real motherfucking man to put something on his ass. Excuse me, Miss. I don't mean. Let me block this son of a bitch.
Okay, block the son
of a bitch. Because I'm nobody's bitch.
Okay.
I'm nobody's bitch.
Oh my God. This is and that's what I said. We don't want to entertain the foolishness, block them and go on with life.
Yeah, let me block him.
Exactly. Miss Jackson, I want to share something with you for a minute. Can I?
Yes, sir, I'm listening.
Okay, my wife said one day, it was talking about an issue, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't think this was it. About sometimes when a person is upset with you, you're dating or whatever, and they may send you a text message, and it may be a ugly text message, right?
Yes, sir.
My wife's mother said, if you never read the text message, you'll never know what they said.
Right.
So don't entertain it. If you saw something once, go ahead. This bitch just sent me a friend request and I accidentally accepted it. Oh no, that ain't him. I'm sorry. Wrong somebody. So don't entertain that. Listen, they're trying to get you off focus, okay? You're on a mission. Okay. And so when you're on a mission, if you was not telling the gospel, Miss Jackson.
Yes, sir, I'm listening.
If you were not telling the gospel, if you were not telling the truth, if you was not speaking somebody up into the prison system, they wouldn't be fucking with you right now. Okay?
Right.
And so here's what's going on. Don't mess up. Don't let them don't be distracted by their distractions. Okay? It's a game,
Yes,
it's an elementary game. If you weren't saying shit, you wouldn't even be on my show tonight. So you can't entertain them because it's work call. You are the voice for Maleah Davis. It's work call. You are the voice for Maleah Davis. It's work call. So whenever they come with all that bullshit, say to yourself, I am the voice for Maleah Davis. It's work call. Baby, we can't entertain that bullshit right now. We can't do it.
Yes, sir.
We can't do it. It's work call. So either you're going to go all the way with this or you're going to sit there and entertain that ghetto bullshit. Because it's obvious they don't give a fuck about what has happened to this child. It's to take you down by any means necessary. And so, with that being said, their parents must be so damn proud. They have to be proud of them because they're all super goddamn stupid. So, it's sad that some of their mothers was laying down trying to get a damn nut just to create a damn nut. I mean, that's just stupid. Just stupid, Stop. She could have been playing dominoes. She could have been playing checkers. She could have been letting them beat her ass instead of laying down there trying to get a nut, then come up with a goddamn nut. I'm mad, and I'm still mad at Donald Trump, Mother Mary, right now. Go ahead.
She could have been at the store drinking Old English.
Exactly, any damn thing. But making a damn nut to create a damn nut.
Mr. Scott, I love you. I swear to God, I love you. You have made my day. Oh my God, you have made my day.
I am glad. Miss Jackson, look, I love you too, and I respect you for what you're doing. And it's okay for people to be angry, but here's what they should do. If you're angry, exert that anger to Brittany Bowen, by whatever damn name is. Send that anger to her because she had a moral responsibility to protect her child, and she did not do it. And now she's trying to put everything on Darion Vance. And so we have to stay focused. You got to stay focused.
I'm not giving Mr. Scott.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop, Mr. Scott. I don't give a damn what they say. They can say I was butt naked in the middle of the street. I don't give a damn. I promise you, we will get justice for this, baby. This would not be one black little girl that they sweep the fucking case in the motherfucking 1967 files, Mr. Scott. No, her files will be in 2020, 2019, that these motherfuckers got the fucking death penalty. That's what will happen with this case. Yeah. So keep on talking about me, Mr. Scott. I have come to the conclusion. I have talked to a lot of elder people this last week that had gave me a lot of knowledge.
Yes, ma'am.
Coquille, keep pushing. Don't give up, because that's what they want you to do. Because, Mr. Scott, when my husband was in Dallas, when he said, babe, I want you to leave it alone, my thing was to him was, babe, if I stop, Who's gonna talk about Maleah? If I stop, who's gonna go to fucking court just so it can mean something?
I wish
So
you.
that's in my heart, Mr. Scott. I'm not gonna stop.
I wish you.
I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know if you could see the comments that are coming in about you. But here's what they're saying in a nutshell. The comments that are coming in about you. A lot of them are saying, "We stand behind you. We're with you. We need a strong woman like you. Don't get distracted by the distractions." Felicia Clark, yes, you are strong. I think that's what she said. They are with you. So you got
Mr.
to
Scott, let me
remember.
tell you what I'm gonna do. Let me tell you what I'm getting ready to do. I have to say this. I'm getting ready to start me a mentor program. Let me tell you why. If I show you my inbox before all this bullshit, I have a lot of young women that look up to me, Mr. Scott, about different things that they should have did that they haven't did. So I believe that maybe I can help somebody, if it's just one person, Mr. Scott. If I can help somebody that, baby, he's not worth it. It's too many men out here for you just to be satisfied with one man, and you working 3 jobs and this motherfucker sitting at home all goddamn day. You don't need no goddamn babysitter. That's what the goddamn NCI, file child support on their goddamn daddy, put them in the motherfucking daycare and go about your business. But when you work, his motherfucking ass should work with you.
Amen.
When you pay rent, he should be asking you how much is the motherfucking rent. He should be asking you how much is the motherfucking light bill.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm getting ready to do.
And
start a mentor program for young girls.
And Miss Jackson, I think you should do that. I think your heart is in the right place. Stay focused. If you're in Houston, Texas, if you ever get discouraged about what they're saying, you have to remember what Maleah Davis went through from the first day she came out of her mother's womb until just a few weeks ago. She was marked for death from day one. And so when they start to say ugly things about you, and they will, this is not it, it's gonna get worse. You have to remember, fight for Maleah because they let her down. I made a pledge to her that I wouldn't. And so you have to, I told you the other night privately, and I'm gonna tell you openly. I think you should start a YouTube channel, and I promise you it will be successful because this is not your end. When you get justice for Maleah Davis, this is not your end. This is the beginning. This is not your end. People are depending on you because of your boldness when you go out and you speak. And the boldness that you have comes with a sincere heart, with a genuine concern. What the hell went wrong with Maleah Davis? Maleah Davis, even as a child, she couldn't speak up. But one thing that I noticed in a lot of her pictures with Darion Vince, she appeared to be a happy little girl.
I seen that. I looked at that. I observed that, Mr. Scott.
Yes. I mean, she would laugh with him. I saw videos and they would be laughing and playing. Now, when a child is scared of a man or anybody, you'll see it in their eyes. You can see them get nervous, and sometimes they'll tense up. But every time I saw her with Vince, Darion Vince, it looked like she was at Walt Disney World. That doesn't mean he didn't do anything to it. Doesn't mean that he did. But I'm just telling you what I see. I never saw that with her in Brittany. So I'm going to put that out there. Let me just say that. And I also see that you're wearing a shirt today. Who's that on your shirt?
It's Maleah.
I like that.
And I have unicorn tights on too, Mr. I'm not look at my tights. I have unicorn tights on.
Oh, that is neat. That you're all the way with this. Listen, you know what? Yeah, don't get distracted because let me tell you something. They sent you to me for one reason because they know I fight for the truth, and that's why they sent you to me. And I'm glad they did. I am. Keep doing what you do. What happened to Maleah? It disturbs me. I go to bed at night thinking about Maleah. I get up in the morning thinking about Maleah. I got cases that we set to the side. Folks are waiting on my call, and they hadn't came yet because I just got focused on this. And I believe this is what God has me right now because Maleah needs voice. Voice for Maleahs. I encourage you to continue to do what you do. People on here are, when this is over, you can go back and look at their comments and stuff. They're saying we stand behind you, Maleah. And so, I mean, they're with you. Somebody says, yes, her heart is Mr. Scott. And I respect you for that, Mr. Jackson. So don't stop. This is not your ending. This is just the beginning. You're probably going to change, not probably, you're going to change things. You're going to change how CPS do things. You're going to change how the judge do things. You're going to change how parents do things because of your boldness to speak about issues. You say shit that folks think, but they scared to say. Because everybody wants to be politically correct. I've never wanted to be politically correct, and because I could give a damn what they say about me. You know, they don't call me every damn name but the name on my damn birth certificate. I don't give a shit. You know, I used to argue with them South suckers back and forth. Man, I ain't got time for this shit. You know, and I don't because I got to go to work. I got life to do. You know, if you're on this page now, and I see some of you, you're saying some negative things, but it tells me that you're here for the wrong reason. And everybody else, you think people are laughing at you. No, they're laughing with you. They're laughing at you because you're making an ass out of yourself. We're talking about the death of a 4-year-old girl, and you find it to be hilarious. I don't think this is the time to attack any damn body. What the fuck are you doing to bring awareness to what has went on in Houston, Texas?
Mr. Scott, answer this question because I got a call about this. Matter of fact, yesterday.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold your thought for a minute. I want you to do it. Okay, somebody just told me that Jeanette Gus is on my live feed. Jeanette, good evening. Thanks for tuning in. Will you answer a couple of my questions? Because I know you and Brittany Bowens are good friends. Do you mind answering some of my questions this evening? I know you're not Brittany, but I think if I get to hear some things from you, that might clear up some of what I'm thinking, because sometimes I'm wrong. What I may have said some things about Brittany that may not be true. So will you answer some of my questions this Jeanette? Okay, while we're waiting on Jeanette to give me a yay or nay, go ahead, Ms. Jackson.
I talked to this, well, I had seen a design by some shirts that I really liked it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I asked her later, I said, ma'am, did you make the design? She said, yes. I said, how much are you charging? She said, $25. So, Mr. Scott, they saying that I stole money, this to another. What about these people that's selling these t-shirts? What is the difference, Mr. Scott? What is the difference? Explain. I just want to hear from your point of view.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, now if we look at this from the legal perspective, if we look at this with common sense, there is no difference. Here's the thing. But now, if you keep drifting to the left, off to the right, you're gonna get some more. You cannot pay attention to what they say about us. If you were saying nothing, if you were saying something close to nothing, if nobody respected you, if nobody was listening to you, they wouldn't say a goddamn thing about your ass, because you would not be a threat. You'd be like Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a joke, something straight out of a fucking comic book, and should never ever be taken serious in life. When they talked about Malcolm X, look, watch it, Miss Jackson, watch it. When that sheriff looked out that window, and those black people Not niggas, because we got niggas and we got black people. When those black people were out there to support Malcolm X, that sheriff looked out that window. He said, look, there's too damn much power for one nigga to have. And let me tell you something.
So
Mr.
Mr. Scott, they go.
Huh?
Jeanette is on the page. Jeanette is on the page. She say, "Who's selling shirts?" She on the page.
Okay,
now,
well,
Mr.
I'm not
Scott.
going to
You can
answer the
talk-
thing about selling shirts, Jeanette. I don't give a damn who's selling shirts. I don't give a damn who's buying them. I want to talk about Maleah Davis. Let me ask you something. I sent you an email, and you never responded to it. I just wanted to interview you to get your side of the story of what happened, because let me tell you something. Sometimes I say things, and I may be right, and I may not be right. You know, so only you and Brittany can clear that up. So I'm going to ask you now while you're on my live feed. Jeanette, do you think or do you know what happened to Maleah Davis? Don't nobody say nothing. Everybody hold your comments. Don't comment. Stop. Don't nobody do nothing. Miss Jackson, don't say nothing. Nobody else comment. Stop for a minute. Stop. Not another comment. Stop. Jeanette, do you know what happened to Maleah Davis? I know, yes, a lot of people keep telling me that Jeanette's here. I know someone inboxed me. Thank you. I can't say your name. I don't want you to get in trouble. Thank you. Jeanette, do you know what happened to 4-year-old Maleah Davis? It's going to all come out any damn way. You're probably going to have handcuffs on your ass too, and you know it. You're not, okay, we're not going to sit here and play damn games with you all day long, but I promise you, your ass going to jail. So you know what happened. You in on it. Okay, so let's go on with life and stuff. You're on here to find out what I'm saying. Let me tell you something. You're on here because you know there's some fucking guilt. There's some fucking guilt. If there wasn't any guilt, then you wouldn't be here. You're here because you know y'all fucked up. I don't want to hear the bullshit about it was an accident. If it was an accident, then you have stood your ground, called first responders, and called the police, and let the courts deal with it from there. But we can't determine how she was killed or how she died, then to us, it's going to be murder. And although that's involved, and your ass in it too, you in effect. I know shit you don't think I know, you in effect. Your ass going to. So you and Brittany, maybe you yelling now, but you won't tell the same goddamn jail cell. Go ahead, Miss Jackson.
She says she don't know what happened. If I did, I would have went to the police.
Well, ask her, why don't she call and talk to me? I won't record her conversation, and I give her my word, I will not record the conversation. And what she tell me not to say, I won't say. Ask her, will she at least do that for me? That's all I'm asking. Just call me, Jeanette, you and I.
If you're going to be rude, I won't do any interview with you.
Oh, I'm not going to be rude. I promise I will not be rude. And look, you don't have to do a live interview with me. We can just talk over the phone. I'm not going to be rude. And let me tell you something. Anybody know me will tell you this here. Whatever he say, his word is good. I promise you that. I just want to find out what you know, and that's it. And anything you tell me that you don't want me to say, I promise you, I will not say it. Look, I didn't just start doing this. I'm new to YouTube, but I've been in the media for decades, okay? This is nothing new to me. So all I'm asking is for a chance to talk with you one-on-one. Will you grant me that? That's all I'm asking, Jeanette. And no, I will not be rude.
I want her to talk to me one-on-one, Mr. Scott. Me and her. Just me and her. And then next Brittany. However they want to line it up, they can.
That's it. That's it. You know, my email address is investigationscott@gmail.com. Again, investigationscott@gmail.com. Email me, Jeanette, send me your number, or email me and I'll send you my number, and we'll talk over the phone. And heaven backing me up, I will not record the call. It'll just be you and I talking one-on-one, and I'm not going to be ugly with you. I promise you that. I won't. I just want
Well, they have my phone. They have my phone number because they have tons of people just keep calling me saying, "Why won't I leave Jeanette and Brittany alone? Why won't I leave Jeanette and Brittany?" So they know my phone number by heart, and I'm not changing my motherfucking number for no motherfucking body. Keep calling my motherfucking phone. I don't give a fuck. I said what I said, Mr. Scott. Let me tell you something. Why is she on here? I'm gonna be a woman and say what I said. If if my kids have godmothers, I don't believe that godmother shit. I don't believe that best friend shit. If my child have a godmother, the next thing to me, Mr. Scott, is a fucking godmother. If I felt that anything was wrong, a godmother felt anything was wrong, that's their job to motherfucking protect that child. It ain't just started where DV was motherfucking abusing that baby. It ain't just started where DV was babying that baby.
Mm-hmm.
And if Brittany and Jeanette was best friends, Brittany's a little slow. I know she told Jeanette.
Okay,
So
there's
she's
some.
guilty by association.
Okay, there's some audio problems. Several people saying they can barely hear us. I think. Okay. And listen, if you didn't hear audio, Alphonso Scott, Barbara, I'm working on that now. Can you hear me a little better? And thank you for being on the feed tonight. She's also sending this video over to her people. Thank you so much. I promise, Barbara, you and I are going to talk later this evening. Miss Jackson, I agree with you. And anybody in his or her right mind would have to agree with you.
She said I had got a phone call. What do you mean you had got a phone call? You got a phone call from who?
Jeanette, I sent you an email. I contacted you also through Facebook. Let me
Well,
say
wait,
this to
Mr.
you.
Scott, let me bring this up to you. Brittany had an artist, and it was Brittany and two other girls. They was asking Brittany questions, Mr. Scott.
Jeanette just asked me to send her my number. I'm trying to pull you up through Facebook. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Jeanette and two of her friends, Brittany and two of her friends had a live interview where the people was asking Brittany questions. Brittany got upset at the question that the people was answering her. They started blocking people because they didn't want to talk about that. If you haven't did anything to your child, why not answer these people questions? Right. What do you have to hide?
Exactly.
And then if you go back to the garage, when they was in the garage, Jeanette told Brittany to shut up. She was talking too much. What is she talking too much about? What?
Okay, Jeanette, I'm inboxing you my number right now while we're doing this live feed. Don't call now. I want you to call when it's over, please. And
I don't. She answered the phone for who she want to answer the phone for. She get message who she want to get message.
No.
She
we
said
can't
that.
Answer it. No. I can't answer it during the live feed. I just wanted to be me and Jeanette.
I don't go through all my messages. It's too many. But you're not. But you getting people to fuck with me though. You getting them girls to call my phone private.
Okay.
So you message who you want to message.
Okay, well, Jeanette. I just sent you my number. But again, do not call now because we're doing a live feed. It's just you and I. When the show ends, give me a call then. And everything I told you I was going to do and I wouldn't do, you got my word. We will not record the conversation. And what you want me to say, I'll say it. If you said don't, then I won't. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to speak with you. And I promise I will not be rude to you. I give you my word on that, okay? Thank you again for giving me the opportunity to speak with you. Again, before we get out of here tonight, I think we're all here for one reason, because of Maleah. Maleah, the child really knows no bad, no wrong, no danger. They trust everybody. They trust easily. They trust quick. If a child is not safe in his or her own home, what can be safe at? It should never hurt for a child to go home. And if Brittany is innocent, only Brittany clears that up. But if the public, no, I can speak for the public, I'm speak for me. I'm tired of hearing bullshit from Brittany that I'm scared to speak out. I don't want to talk. I don't. They gonna jump on me. They gonna do. Let me tell you something. You are the only somebody that can change a person's perspective of you when you come out. Malcolm X can speak all damn day long, but he can't tell it like you because he don't have the emotions like you. He needs to hear from you. Tell him that Darion Vince molested Maleah, but you sure as hell didn't stop him from telling it either. So there's so many inconsistencies in your stories. We don't trust you. We don't believe you. You show no remorse. You give interviews to people you know don't go easy with you. You won't come sit down and talk with me. I would love to interview you. I might be one to change everything for you, you know? Talk to me. Just come let me interview you. This is a serious issue. A child is gone. Come on. And before we get out of here, the judge needs to resign. Judge Gloria Lopez, your ass needs to be off the fucking bench. I don't give a damn. We ain't been up for 30 days. We cannot give you another opportunity to send another child to his or her death. We can't do that. We will not do that. CPS needs to be investigated because all of you dropped the ball. And you dropped the ball so bad on this one that you sent a child, just like Brittany Bowens did. The judge did and CPS signed Maleah Davis' death warrant. That's what you did. And this is not a do-over. This was not a scrape on a knee. The judge should have ordered 4 or 5 more doctors to come and look at Maleah Davis and see if they can determine how the injuries occurred. 1 or 2 doctors said they can't determine. Well, we know something happened. It ain't no goddamn bump on a fucking knee. We're talking about brain surgery. We're talking about half her skull being taken out. It don't take no fucking law degree to realize that, okay, well, I can't send her back still. If they don't know what happened, there's other doctors on the planet. Let's send her there. Let's send her there. Let's send her there. But you did.
I ain't getting my
yeah. And with that being said, there's no need for us to meet and discuss this shit. Judge Lopez, you need to get off the fucking bench. That's the bottom goddamn line. And whoever was on this child's case, CPS, your ass needs to. You need to be fired. You need to go. This is not for you. This is not a do-over. You all have to bear the burden too because you played a major role in Maleah Davis' death. Now, fuck the dumb shit. Fuck the politics and all that bullshit. You fucked up. I shouldn't have to come here and ask your ass to leave the bench. You played a role in Maleah Davis being killed. You celebrate. It's a goddamn brain injury. 3 or 4 fucking times. Brittany says she fell out of the chair. Bullshit! You don't fall out of no goddamn chair and get a fucking brain injury. Something happened terrible. And y'all just said, fuck it, send her back. We too goddamn busy. You need to be investigated because you're fucking up. But listen, let me tell you something. What's worse than this case? What's worse than Maleah Davis' case is the other fucking cases that you've done the same thing to that we don't fucking know about. That's what's worse. Y'all sending people to their fucking grave. And if you think I'm pissed, that's a fucking understatement.
Can I say this, Mr. Scott?
Yes, ma'am.
This coming from a parent, a mother. All bullshit aside. If I know that I'm going out of town, my baby's 4 years old. We're going to say 4 years old. My kids are not 4, they older. But 4 years old. Why would I not take my child with me?
Or leave it with my mother. And I already know she being abused. So what the problem? Why she couldn't have went with you?
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. And I'm glad you
You can end it with this, Mr. Scott, and I don't care if you end it with this. What mother will leave their 4-year-old child
with an abuser,
with a man that you know that you said it already have abused her?
I haven't
That's
met
my
a mother
whole
yet.
team.
I haven't met a mother yet. I don't think I ever will meet a mother that would do that. Now, here's the thing. If he's molesting Maleah, why you didn't leave her with your mother when you left? Here's the thing. You shouldn't have had to do that. He shouldn't have even been in the house. If that had been true, he shouldn't have been there.
From the beginning.
It's as simple as that. If he's molesting your child and you didn't call the police, well, it's either, watch this, it's either A, you're lying, he didn't do it, or B, he did it and you condoned it, or 3, you participate. That's it. It has to be one of them. He does this, and you still leave him there, and you don't give the engagement ring back. Molesting your child is not enough for you to give a man a fucking engagement ring back, bitch, please. And I know you're probably sitting your fat ass there watching, bitch, please, don't make any goddamn sense. But when you see the dick, in the phone,
but then
you give the engagement ring back then. So you put the dick over your daughter, bitch, please.
what about the damn pictures you seen in the
It just
phone?
don't make any goddamn sense. It don't make any sense. So you put the dick over your daughter. You give the engagement ring back when you say you saw the. Are you fucking serious? Yes, you are. You are. You fucked up. But if you, I believe Brittany Bowen's story, like I believe the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan has a dream of his white daughter saying "I do" to a black man. It's as simple as that. It's bullshit. Brittany, your ass needs to be locked up. Jeanette, I hope you'll call me. If you don't, you don't. But I tell you what, either way it goes, I promise you, I got a big ass mouth, and I'm gonna talk till the truth come out. I'm gonna talk till the truth come out. And for those of you who knew what happened and didn't say a goddamn thing, your day coming. Your day coming. Because you have had ample amount of time to get to the police station and say, I knew this and I knew that. This is a child, a 4-year-old child. That child didn't give a fuck about you, treated her as if she was an inanimate object, void of any damn understanding, and then you discard her into a garbage bag and you throw her in the damn woods. And when they asked Brittany about the laundry, about the blue laundry basket, she said, I was wondering why I was doing laundry and we had just did. She didn't say a goddamn thing about a black garbage. You just wondered about the garbage bag. She ain't said shit about that. Nothing about that. That wasn't strange to you. You called and he cleaned in the house with bleach. That's odd. That was odd. This Brittany. That was odd to me. It wasn't that goddamn motherfucking odd because when you got your fat ass off that fucking plane, he didn't show up to pick you up. Come on. You was trying to establish your alibi. Brittany, I'm going to get your ass in prison. I know you're listening. You going to jail. You going to jail. Jeanette, you better try to clear your ass. Brittany, you going. You going. You're going. Jeanette, call me. Try to save your ass. Brittany, you going to jail. You killed your child. I don't give a damn if you was in Timbuktu. You orchestrated your child's death. You hated Maleah. From the time she came out of your womb, you hated Maleah. You hated that child. Then, when you first spoke, this is when I knew you was guilty. When you first came before the camera, you said, where's Maleah? Where's Maleah? A mother would have said, where my baby? Where my baby? That's what a mother would have said. Then you get your fat ass there at the site where the car was at that was left unlocked because you don't want them to break the fucking window. And you fall out on the fucking ground. Where Maleah? You know goddamn well she ain't in that car because she dead. Come on, Miss Jack. I got to get out of here. I'm tired.
I'm gonna end it like this.
Barbara said everyone should be pissed. Barbara, if you don't say nothing else tonight, you just preach. Everybody should be pissed because everybody that was involved in Maleah Davis' life, they treated her like she was shit. And they still treating her like she's shit. I don't give a fuck what the goddamn judge said. That plane landing with my child's body in it, I'm gonna be at that motherfucking gate. I'm gonna be there. You don't walk, you did not go to Maleah Davis' day. That's your child that you pushed out. But as Tyler Perry said in one of the movies, I watched a dog give birth. That don't make it a mother. Miss Jackson, I'm tired of talking. So we can get out of here.
Mr. Scott, I'm eating like this, and I'm eating like this. It's not about me at the end of the day. My job is to make sure this baby get justice. The world can say what they want to say about Coquille. I don't. I'm gonna say I don't. I don't give a damn. Mr. Scott, when I tell you, my heart is hurt. My heart is hurt, Mr. Scott. Fuck what people have said about me. Just to know that this baby was murdered the way she was. And every time they come with this word dismembered, Mr. Scott, that's a harsh, painful thing to me. Then when I went there and read the report, it took these people 3 hours to find body pieces, Mr. Scott. They went back the next day, still looking for pieces of this baby. My whole thing to Brittany is, what did she do to deserve this? What? She never did anything. Every time you look at the baby, she never have a helmet on. Why?
That's it.
I never seen a helmet.
And wait, somebody just said something about why Maleah. It was never the other kids. I didn't catch your name, but that's it. It was always Maleah. It was 2 other kids, but it was always Maleah. Maleah. Always suffer. Always suffer. Always suffer. And I'm pissed. I'm past pissed. So I can't entertain y'all fucking bullshit about who you like and who you don't like. I end this show, every time we speak on Maleah, I end it the same way, and I'm going to end it tonight the way I've been ending it. First of all, I thank you all for tuning in. You all have made a pledge that you would not be part of the group that let Maleah down. So the only thing that we all can do now is work with Jackson and others to make sure that we do not let Maleah get down this go around. Because this is the only time we're going to have to make it right for Maleah. Love that she's been getting behind that door, she didn't get it. But now God allows her to look down on us and say, look, I know you didn't know anything about love when you was in that apartment, but I want you to just see what's going on. You got the whole rapid love. That's what you have right now. You should have been receiving it all along, but you didn't. But I don't want you to think that everybody on earth was the same. These people are fighting, and they don't know, they never touch you, they never smell you, they don't know how your voice is, but they got a particular rap. I just want you to see that. I just want you to see that. Say this. I can't prove it. I may be wrong. It's just I believe whenever you live there, however it happened, Liv was fighting to live. She was trying not to do this, not to do that, and she was resisting. She walked down that hill, and he said, Maleah, enough. 4 years. Right. That's where our focus should be. Your kiss, that's what your anger should be. That's what you should be kissing. Right. You should be kissing the ones who took on. You should be kissing the ones who had a chance for this not to happen, but did nothing. You should be focusing on anger towards those that are trying to make a difference in society. That's me. What the hell I know. Miss Jackson, I love you. I respect you. I think you are a wonderful individual. I know heaven is looking down and heaven is smiling upon you. All of us have a past. All of us have done things and stuff, but we got to move forward. Doing what you're doing, you are the voice for Maleah. Whatever they say shit about you, they gonna talk about you. You can't address that shit because you got work to do. You got to get out. You're making a difference, okay? They talk about my black ass every day. And you know what I do when they talk about me? The next video I do, boom, knock out the ballpark again on their ass because they don't like that. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. You are the best. I believe God has ordained you to do what you do for Maleah Davis. Don't let her down. I don't give a damn if I die tonight in my sleep. Don't let Maleah Davis down. We can't do that. I thank all of you all for tuning in to tonight's show. May God continue to bless you, keep you. Miss Jackson, thank you. Back to the show. Give me the last word before we get out of here.
Team Maleah.
Team Maleah. I'm Al Scott with Injustice Investigations. Remember, I'm not always right, and you are not always wrong. Be it, we'll see you on the radio. Y'all enjoy your evening.